The Department of Refugee Affairs of the Palestinian Liberation Organization announced the launch of the 75th commemoration activities of the Palestinian Nakba in front of the martyr Yasser Arafat's mausoleum in Ramallah, with the presence of the Palestinian Prime Minister and members of the Executive Committee of the organization and Fatah Central Committee. The importance of international recognition of the Nakba was emphasized during the special session of the United Nations General Assembly, with the participation of President Abbas.
For the first time in many years, on organizing an event to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the Nakba through a special session in the United Nations General Assembly, which represents a belated but significant international recognition of the Nakba. This session received the majority approval of 90 countries, while 30 countries opposed it, and 47 countries abstained from voting. I urge all countries, especially those who opposed holding this session, to reconsider their stance. This session has legal dimensions and carries a human rights significance. Resolution 194 has been reaffirmed numerous times, but we want its implementation today. This session in the General Assembly represents international recognition of the historical rights of the Palestinian people. This recognition, even if it comes 75 years late, is crucial. President Mahmoud Abbas will address all the Palestinian tragedies that must come to an end.
PLO led the events, which included placing wreaths on the late Palestinian President Yasser Arafat tomb, followed by a procession led by scout groups and masses carrying flags and banners focusing on the right of return. The Palestinian political leadership emphasized the importance of following the steps of the UN General Assembly session regarding the Nakba and taking measures to implement international resolutions, as stated to PNN.
This event commemorating the Nakba at the United Nations is an international recognition of the political and humanitarian catastrophe and tragedy that befell the Palestinian people as a result of the establishment of the occupation state and the displacement of our people. It should be an opportunity for the international community to assume historical, legal, and human rights responsibilities towards the Palestinian people. It is strange that after 75 years, our right to commemorate the Nakba is recognized at the United Nations. We want to rectify the historical error in the crime that occurred against the Palestinian people. What we desire is for the world to take actions to restore our rights that have been confiscated by Israeli occupation and to put an end to this major crime committed over the course of 75 years by allowing our people to return to their land, villages, and cities.
The Central Festival in the heart of Ramallah featured a moment of standing with alarms for 75 seconds, in support of President Mahmoud Abbas, alongside various speeches and activities. A series of local and international events were announced to commemorate the Nakba.
في مسيرة مركزية ستنطلق بعد قليل من أمام ضريح الشهيد ياسر عرفات الذي استشهد وهو يدافع.
This is a central march that started from the mausoleum of the martyr Abu Ammar. We marched with a scout procession carrying 75 flags symbolizing the Nakba, and 75 keys representing the right of return. This signifies the number of years that the refugees have been suffering while the international community remains silent about their plight. There are central events taking place today, but there are also simultaneous events in several countries. In Sidon, Lebanon, and in Yarmouk, Syria, there are ongoing activities. Additionally, there will be a central festival tomorrow in Gaza, and in Europe to remind the world that Palestinian refugees are still enduring hardships.
The events commemorating the Nakba this year serve as important political and popular tools to pressure the international community to halt its ongoing crimes against our people within the context of the continuous Palestinian Nakba, particularly in light of the world's silence towards it. Palestine News Network PNN